In this lesson is to add polynomials. Adding polynomials. Now, to add polynomials, all you have to do is just combine like terms of the polynomials. Now, it's very important that you know your sign rules because in combining numbers, if the signs are the same, keep the sign, add the numbers. If the signs are different, subtract, take the sign from the larger number. So knowing your sign rules is going to be a key to knowing how to add and subtract polynomials. Let's start by adding them horizontally, which just having the group side by side. Again, you just need to remember to combine like terms. So here we have x to the fourth power, and that means if I'm going to add that with another term, I can only add it with a term that has x to the fourth power, so forth. Same thing with x squared. I can only add or subtract it with another x squared term. Numbers that are by themselves, integers, whether they're positives or negatives, you cannot add them with variables. You can only add them with other integers. So I'm going to draw a line to show you the terms that you're going to be combining. And recall, when we write polynomials, we write them in descending order, starting with the highest power down to the lowest power. So let's start with the x to the fourth power. Let's take a look at their coefficients. We have a positive 2 combined with a negative 3. Signs are different. Subtract, take the sign from the larger number. That's going to give us negative 1 x to the fourth power. Now, we do not write a 1 in front of a variable, but we know it's there, so it's just going to wind up being negative x to the fourth power. So our next term, now we're on the x squared family. So one of the terms is negative 6. The other term is a positive 5. Again, the signs are different. Subtract, take the sign from the larger number. That's going to give you negative 1x squared. And again, we don't need to put the 1 there, so that would just simply be negative x squared. Lastly, we're going to combine our integers, our regular numbers. We have a positive 7 and a positive 2. 7 plus 2 gives us 9. And that is the answer. You have a trinomial, negative x to the fourth power minus x squared plus 9 is your answer. Now let's add vertically, and that's just simply placing one group of polynomial on top of the other, making sure that you line them up with like terms. When you do so, it's going to look like so. Now notice they are already in descending order, highest power down to the lowest. So let's go ahead and move from left to right, combining like terms. So with the x to the fifth group first, the coefficients are 5, take away 3, which is going to give me 2x to the fifth power. Next, notice the signs are the same. You're going to keep the sign of the negative and add the numbers, and that's going to give you negative 10, and yes, that's the x squared family. Moving on to the next column here, we have, again, signs are the same. Keep the sign of a plus sign and add the numbers. That's going to give me 11, and that's the first degree family. Lastly, we have our integers. Signs are different. Subtract, take the sign from the larger number, and that's going to leave me with a positive 5. And there you have it. We have added vertically, and notice our numbers are in descending order, highest power down to the lowest.